Did you get into what price they wanted for the property?
I asked the question and they just said the same price that they wanted initially.
This was an expired call, I'm guessing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, got it. What about loan balance?
Yeah. I asked how much was still owed on the house.
There's ways that we can be more efficient in our questions. I'll give you an example. Do you already have somebody somewhere that you're going to move? And then they'll say yes. And then your next question is, okay, where is it that you're moving to next? A lot of times that do you already have a place that you're going to move is an irrelevant. It's a question that you can ask, but there's faster ways to get to what you need to. And sometimes like let's say that I can get what I need with one question versus three questions, it makes the process a lot more enjoyable for the consumer. And sometimes when we're talking to people, if we have to ask three questions to get what we need, it makes it a less pleasant experience than when we have to ask one question. The next level for you would be being extremely efficient with the types of questions that you ask to get what you need with less questions. And that's like going to be the next level. The other thing that she said, you asked her, the timeline was that she likely wanted to be out by before winter. And she
Mhm.
made a comment and she said, it might be too late by now. That was a pretty vague comment, but it also is an important comment if she's saying it's too late to make it by then, because that that right there could mean a lot of different things. When things like that pop up, I wouldn't say like, oh great, we'll talk about it when we meet. I'm trying to determine like, hey look, like how can I best serve this person and can I still help them? So that's going to be one of the questions that I would be like, okay, great. When you say that it might be too late, tell me what you mean by that and just get a little bit more information on there. Because what if she says it might be too late and we're considering waiting until next year or something like that? Then you going out there wouldn't be as efficient use of your time, and you may not be able to help her basically. So it's one of those comments that whenever things like that come up, it, the purpose of the prequel, there are certain questions that you can push off, like price related questions, like hey look, when we meet I'll take a look at the property, commission related questions. But other questions that they give a vague response, it's better to dig into that to be able to understand what they need. And the last
Okay.
piece of feedback that I would say is, and this is what I would ask the person on the receiving end, like if they felt connected to you in any way, shape, or form. You're asking questions, but I don't think that there's any sort of connection in any way, shape, or form, or they're getting off the phone and be like, man, that was a freaking like, man, that was a great conversation. Because you got to remember, they're going to be having these conversations with different people. Some of the things that you can say to help them feel connected is like even things like, hey, good for you, hey, congratulations on that, that must be exciting for you. Or even one of the questions that I like to ask in the prequel at the very beginning, right in that motivation section, is just, hey look, like I know you said you're moving to Arizona. How are you feeling about the move? Like, are you excited, are you nervous? I'm like really excited. You know, good. What's got you the most excited about it? Well, I'm gonna get to be with my family, or I'm gonna get to be with this. Or you know what? To be honest, I'm actually really nervous about this. But I would say
Okay.
that would be the next level for you, is figuring out ways to not only ask the questions, but for the consumer also when they get off the phone to be like, man, that was like the best conversation I've had with. I had somebody hang up with me the other day, and they were just like, I was not expecting that. I was expecting like just like a lowball cash offer, and I really enjoyed our conversation. And I'm like, thanks. I enjoyed it too. You become memorable, and in the future, they're more apt to work with you, even if they don't do business right now, because they're like, man, that was a really good conversation with this individual.